My shit lagging like all right, we should be up. All right,
Uh,
Shalom.
Shalom.
Before we get started, we'd like to give our praises, honor, and glory to where it's due to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Hashem,
Shem,
Yahushai, Bashem,
Shem,
and Frankwadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who were well and who taught us truth. Today's lesson, as you see the title, it says, again, the leaders of this people caused them to err. Again, Slagia. Again, it says the leaders of this people caused them to err. And that's what we're seeing right now. These people are following after everything except, the truth, following after everything except Yahweh Shem Yashai. So Lord willing, this lesson is edifying, and you got it, brother.
So like I said, I was gonna get that Isaiah 9. I'm actually
Mm-hmm.
gonna get this because what inspired this lesson was that if you don't know about Ricky Smiley and what Steve Harvey said, basically, you know, not on the same lines as what the fuck that nigga name is. As Joe Biden, if you're not black, or you're not black, you don't vote for me. Basically, they're shaming Jake for not voting for Kamala, and because they are the leaders of our people. These entertainers, they're actors, they're the worldly leaders of our people. Because our people they don't want the spiritual leaders.
Right.
They seek
Exactly.
after their own spirituality, so to speak. But the
Yep.
but the left is going to obtain that. You know, like I says in Romans. Israel don't know what they search for, roughly paraphrasing, but the elect they have attained it. You know, so the leaders of our people caused them to err. And when we was before we was woken up by Yahweh Shema Shah, was causing us to err. It was causing us to go outside the ways of Yahweh Shema Shah. So I'm
Right.
gonna get this because Kamala Harris is a woman, and women rule over our people. But they're the head of households today. If a man's not present, so Isaiah 3:17 it says, "As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the ways of thy path." So yeah, it says, "And children rule over them, or children are their oppressors." Now you'll see, unruly children today, but Esau, Edom, they're the children. They're the ones that also rule over us. You know, it says, "As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them." So yeah, and Jake wants to have a woman over them, and it's gonna cause you to keep erring from the ways of Yahweh Shemel Shah. Shit is gonna get worse when she get in office. Now, nigga, I ain't no damn Republican or crack, but the thing is that you have to look and see how much the woman has caused us, our people, so-called blacks, Latino, Native Americans, and Hispanics, to go outside the ways of Yahweh Shemel Shah. You see, the households is messed up. Why? Because women are in the power, are in the power seat. You know, it says, let me see. Yeah, verse 13, the Lord standeth up to plead and standeth to judge the people. And so that's what's happening. So the Lord got his men on the highways and byways, right? The spiritual leaders to tell you which way to go. Slocky, brother, can you get that? Seek the old paths.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, okay, okay. And so that's what we're sitting here doing, you know. And I'm gonna get this real quick while he gets that. That Isaiah 9:16. I keep saying 6. Isaiah 9. Damn, where'd it go? Isaiah 9 and verse 16. It says, "For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed." So yeah, you Jakes are going to be destroyed. Ultimately, for not following the ways of Yahweh Shema Shah, seeking those old paths. You can get there, brother.
Con, this is Jeremiah 6 and verse 16. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths, and where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they
Hmm.
said, we will not walk therein.
Right. And so the old paths consist of what? Men being the head of household. Basically Yahweh Shema Shah setting us up. Well, yeah, setting us up, of course, but setting the king up for us. These heathens you trying to put in office and shit like that, that's gonna cause you to err. And it's not gonna lead to salvation. That's why you niggas want to put these motherfuckers in office to have some type of salvation on this side. But what you're not understanding is that Yahweh Shema Shai, your power, your God, He's gonna give you the salvation through Yahweh Shai. You know,
Yep.
man cannot help you. You know, scriptures talk about man joining to man. I think it's in Psalms. But basically, you joining unto man, and it's gonna be your downfall. His kingdom is falling. Esau Edom kingdom is falling, man. You know, and then on top of that, they gonna put whoever in office that they want any goddamn way. So you involved in all this voting shit, and you know, she was in the sorority. Man, fuck all that dumb shit, man. The Lord's about to wipe away all that shit and everything. The new heavens and the new earth is about to come. Is about to be here. You know, with us being in the kingdom of heaven, us being the rulers, the real leaders.
Yep.
You got it, brother.
Because I was just asking ChatGPT because I was wondering because there was a term when a woman is in authority of or when women are in authority of a society, and it's called a matriarchy. It says in a matriarchy society, women hold primary power and authority in roles such as leadership, governance, and decision making. And the opposite for men is called a patriarchy.
Yeah.
So I asked ChatGPT. I said, "Has a matriarchy ever stood the test of time?" It says historically, fully matriarchal societies where women hold predominant power are quite rare, and we see today that it's never stood the test of time. When you look at today's society, you know, it's always a man who is in, you know, at the top power seat, who's in the top power seat. It says, but it said, however, there are societies where, it says women hold significant authority or influence, but then it goes on to say that, it says that it's always helped with the help of men. So women can't do shit by themselves, and when they do, it always fails. It always falls. It always demolishes. Just like there was a one thing where all women built a bridge, and then like not even a month later, I might even be I may even be like helping them out, but a month later, like the bridge fell.
Yeah.
So, but it's all women can't do things on their own. They always need the help of a man, and when women do things on their own, it always leads to failure, to chaos. And this is what we're seeing right now. You know, men voting for Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris, and it's going to cause you to your destruction, man. Because I was looking at the Isaiah 9:16 and the NLT, if I may get it. It says, "For the leaders of the people have misled them. They have led them down the path of destruction." So you have the watchmen of Yahweh Shem Yasai telling you, trying to lead you down the path of righteousness, down the good ways, down the good path. But you have Esau Edom and the leaders of your people, which that's what they following after. They following after Esau. They leading you down the path of destruction. And that's the path that you are following after rather than the path of righteousness. What does it say? We will not walk therein. They don't want to go they don't want to go down the path of righteousness. They want to go down the path of wickedness, of ungodliness, of wickedness, abominations, man. And this is what is happening in today's society. You got it.
I got something. This is Jeremiah 28, and I'm starting at 14, because ultimately, like how the brother's saying, men help put women into these positions.
Right,
so
exactly.
Talking about our nation, this is Jeremiah 28 and 14 and 15. It says, "Wherefore hear the word of the Lord, ye scornful men that rule this people," which is in Jerusalem, right? So your actors, your football players, the ones that you see on TV, they're like unto the leaders of Israel, right? It says, because
that's
ye have
who Jake
said,
looks after, man.
yeah,
That's who Jake wants to be. Jake wants
yeah,
to be the LeBron James. They want to be the Tom, not Tom Brady, but you know the Ray Rices of the world,
the goats.
the goats of the world. They want to be the futures, the Drakes of the world. That's what they want to be. They don't want to be no Bible believing, God fearing man.
Yeah.
Because the leaders of their people aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Verse 15. You know, you good. It says verse 15, because he had said, we have made a covenant with death, and that's what you're doing.
Yep.
You know, you're making a covenant with death, joining unto the heathen, joining unto these to men. But why I keep saying men? Because the scripture says that we are gods. We are the sons of God. We are Yasha Allah. You know, so you need to connect and branch into Yahweh Shemel Shai, which that's our power. We're coming into power. We're coming into godliness, man. You know, and so it says, because ye have said we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us, for we have made lies our refuge. And that's what's happening. All these lies, we're gonna do this for the blacks. We're gonna do this for the
Exactly.
Latinos, the natives. This is all fucking lies. And it's gonna be discovered very soon. You know, when the shit hit the fan, you know, it says, it shall not come unto us, and it's gonna come unto you. It shall not come unto us, for we have made lies our refuge, and under
Mm.
falsehood have we hid ourselves, but the elect are hiding themselves under the shadow of the Almighty. You know, you're hiding under I can't even give a good example. You're hiding under a damn sheet, you know, from
Right.
the storm. You're gonna get drenched because that storm is coming very soon. And guess what? It says that a man in that day shall be a hiding place from the storm and from the tempest,
Yep.
from Jacob's trouble. You know, that's when the Isaiah 4:1 come into play, you know. But the man of the Lord, they're gonna be that great rock in the weary land under Yahweh Shem Shai. The elect is gonna hide under Yahweh Shem Shai, and also hide in that what's it called? That strong tower. You know,
Yep.
name the Lord strong tower. They're gonna run right into it and hide from the storm and be protected. You niggas is not. You got something, brother?
I got that first Maccabees for you if you want me to go
Yeah,
ahead and grab it. And
yeah.
you can break it down.
Okay.
It's first Maccabees 1 and verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who
Hmm.
persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
That's right.
Yes.
So Salaki, brother. So like how the scriptures say, ain't nothing new under the sun. So even back then, during the time of the Greeks or the Romans, you know, like King Antiochus, when he came in, our people, you had wicked leaders of our people that wanted to branch unto them, unto the heathen, you know, follow the ways of the heathen. And you had that today. Because like how the scripture says, everybody's in their lot, whether you're on the right hand or left hand. What's the right hand or left hand? Whether you're on the wicked side or the righteous side, everybody's in their lot. You know, and so even today, you got wicked men among our people that's not going to tell you, hey, let's go down this way. This is the right way to go. There is going to be a lot of trickery, you know, deceiving going on. It's going to have you going the opposite side. It's going to have you going that the left way, you know, which is hey, the path for destruction, and it's
Yep.
waiting. We're at the end, and you're going to have more wicked Israelite men and women out there that's going to take 2/3 down that path for destruction. But the 1/3, which is a small remnant and the elect, they're going to branch into the spiritual leaders, the up and coming leaders of the nation of Israel, which are the prophets out there teaching on the highways and byways and teaching the right doctrine. Because that's something important too. You got wicked men that's teaching the scriptures.
Yep.
It's no difference than they're no different than the niggas out there out in the world having you vote for Kamala. You got some out.
Yeah, because you got leaders of the people within the truth as well that is leading them down the wrong path, leading them
Mhm,
down the path of destruction, man. These people,
mhm.
what to say, blind lead the blind, both shall fall
Yeah,
in the ditch. So you have
yeah,
wicked Israelites who is teaching this truth and falsely, who's teaching this truth, you know, for vainglory, and you're leading them down the path of destruction, man.
yeah,
Because if you're teaching this truth and not in sincerity and not in truth, then you're not doing it for salvation. Then you're doing it for filthy lucre's sake. Then you leading your flock down the path of destruction. But I got this in the NLT or the GNT, that First Maccabees 1 and 11.
okay.
First Maccabees 1 and 11 in the GNT. At that time, there appeared in the land of Israel a group of traitorous Jews who had
Mm,
no regard for the law and who had a bad influence on many of our people. Do not the major these you know these rappers, singers, um, athletes, they have a bad influence on the people's mindset. The way that they move, the way that they act, especially these rappers, man. They have a bad influence on the people. And when you look at it, these other Israelite groups, the leaders of these other Israelite groups, they have a bad influence on the people, because when they do these lessons and stuff like that, and then you go into the comment board, it's nothing but slander. Especially when they come up against GMS. Oh yeah, I knew they're a disgusting bunch. They're always coming up against GMS, and then you go into the comments. It's always slander. They don't. They're just, as Apostle Tahar and all them say, and the apostles. They just parrots. They just mocking and they just repeating what their leaders say.
Yeah,
that's what they do, man. So again, it says, at that time there appeared in the land of Israel a group of traitorous Jews who had no regard for the law and who had a bad influence on many of our people. They said, let's come to terms with the Gentiles, for our refusal to associate with them has brought us nothing but trouble. And that's what they, that's what, especially these rappers, these athletes, that's their mindset. They don't have no regard for the law. And they're like, damn, we're at the bottom of the bottom. How can we get out the slums? The only way we can get out the slums, only way we can get out of here is to submit to Esau Edom. The only way to get out of here is to submit to the system and, bend over for them.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go right after them. Then they bring people with them. They following after their pernicious ways, their wicked, ungodly ways, man. You got it.
Yep. Then I got the scripture you was quoting too, which is that Matthew 15. I'm gonna get this real quick. Since you said something about the law, I can't remember, but this is Amos 2 and 4. Actually, I started 3. No, yeah, I started 4. I get the main point. Amos 2 and 4 says, "Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Judah, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they have despised the law of the Lord." Yeah, that's what you had said, basically, dealing with these rappers, and dealing with these other worldly people. Well, not people, the Israelites.
Yeah.
It says, "And have not kept his commandments, and their lies cause them to err, after the which their fathers have walked." Right. So, and it says, "But I will send a fire upon Judah, and it shall devour the palaces of Jerusalem." So when we read that, of course, it's talking about Judah, but this is for the whole nation. You're gonna receive the same punishment, because what it say in Jeremiah, Jerusalem and Israel are oppressed together. So we're all here in this one place in America to either receive salvation or destruction, and that's just what it is at the end of the day. That's why all tribes is here, because at the end of the day, either you're gonna be a 66.3, or I'm sorry, 66.6%, or you're gonna be that 33.3%, that 1/3 and that 2/3. So everybody's here for judgment. The heathen, everybody's here. So hey, that fire is gonna devour the Israelites, which is their nuclear destruction, ultimately, at the end of the day, especially if you take that MOTB, because you're serving another God. Just like, honestly, when you go into voting, and give into the ways of the world, that's like unto you giving into another God, because you're saying, no, I don't want Yahweh Shai set up to be ultimately the president of the nation or over the whole world. I want this president, which is a heathen. I don't give a damn. They got brown skin. They can stop that shit. Just because somebody got brown skin, don't mean that they are people. Fucking simple-minded Negroes, man.
Right.
Then I got this one. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out if I want to read this one. No, I think I want to. It's like I'm kind of all over. I think it has something in Malachi 3. Yeah, this is what I want, because this is the mindset of the 2/3 and the leaders of our people. So this is Malachi 3 and verse. I'm gonna start at 13. It says, "Your words have been stout against me," said the Lord. "Yet ye say, what have we spoken so much against thee? It says, ye have said it is vain to serve the Most High, and what profit is it that we have kept this ordinance and that we have walked mournfully before the Lord of hosts? And so that's the mindset of the 2/3 of the nation of Israel. Like, what profit is it to serve the Lord? Get your bag, get your money. You
Exactly.
know, go ahead and run it up, man. God ain't did nothing for me. I did this, and that's that pride. It's like
YOLO.
I go, yep, YOLO. Damn, that's what you just said before the lesson. We was talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, then hey, that's the mindset of Jake. So it ain't no hope for them. You know, when the shit hit the fan and you want to, oh God, you know, they ain't gonna remember the names. They're gonna turn to God. That's gonna be the first. The Lord gonna
Yeah.
take the name away from them. Oh God, no, that ain't the name. Well, that's all I got. God, please. No, it's
Jesus.
too late, goddamn it. You know, you had
Yeah.
time. And
Yeah.
so hey, that Malachi 4 is gonna happen to you. All the proud and all to do wickedly, you're gonna be stubborn, you know. But you got some bro, you can go into it.
Yep. Because when there was an account, I forget who it was, Maccabees, when they asked him, they said, just act like you eating the pig, or act like
Oh,
you eating the
yeah,
swine. I
yeah.
forget who it was though,
Ain't it
but
not Eleazar, it's uh damn.
I forget who it was.
Yeah.
But but I'll look it up after I make this statement. But
Okay.
it said because they had asked him, they said, well, if you won't eat the swine, just act like you eating the swine, so everybody else will follow after you, because he was a great man and a mighty man in Israel. And
Yeah.
they were saying, okay, if you just act like you eating the swine, let's see, is he back? Okay.
Yeah.
He said if you just act like you eating the swine, then we can get everybody else to follow after that and eat swine too. And that's exactly what is happening today. For example, Future, the rapper Future, he'll rap about Molly Percocets and doing all this and that. Percocet, Molly Percocet, you know, Xanax and all that. And when they did an interview on him, they said that he ain't never done that in his life.
Yeah.
He just says that just to push out that negative vibration so everybody else does it. Because
Yeah.
right here, when you continue on in that first Maccabees 1 and verse 12, it says in the GNT, this proposal appealed to many people, and some of them became so enthusiastic about it that they went to the king and received from him permission to follow Gentile customs. So these people, like that shows you that the power that the leaders of these people have, just
Yeah.
just saying something, and then the rest of the people follow after them. A bunch of
Hmm.
sheeple, and as as it says, is it the Greek or the Latin? Goyim,
Yeah.
going
Goyim,
into
that's
cattle.
the yeah.
That's what these people are. They're just cattle. They're just sheeple that are just following after what their wicked leaders say.
Hmm.
All I got to do is say in a song is Molly Percocet, and then you got the majority of Israel. Won't say majority, but you have a lot of Israel who follow after that. When
Hmm.
the dude who is rapping about it saying that he takes it himself in the song, when you ask him in person, no, I don't do that.
Yeah.
So that's what that's what they say. Just say you do it. You ain't got to take the Percocets and the Mollies. Just say you do it so that we can get everybody else to do it.
Hmm.
And that's what we're seeing right now, man. These people, the leaders of these people, these rappers, these singers, these athletes, they're causing these people to err, even though some of them don't even do the things they say they do.
Hmm.
But I got this real quick because it says also Isaiah 30 and 1, and the heading says, "Trust the Lord, not Egypt," because the leaders of these people, they're following after the ways of Egypt. They're following after the ways of Esau, Edom. They're following after the ways of Babylon. They're deeply rooted and invested in Babylon the Great, which means the people who are following them are also rooted and deeply invested, if not more so than the people, their leaders in Babylon the Great.
Hmm.
And the Lord said not to follow after the ways of Egypt and false prophets, you know, other than Yahweh Shem Yahshai, and who he has sent in spirit and in truth. Isaiah 30 and 1, woe to the rebellious children, speaking to the Israelites, saith the Lord, Yahweh, that take counsel but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit. So you're covering with the covering, but you're not covering with the covering of Yahweh Shemi outside, like the brother was going into now. You're covering yourself with a sheet. It's hot as shit outside. You looking for some shade, and you covering yourself with a dingy ass sheet that smells like shit. So not only are you hot, now you smelling shit.
Mm-hmm.
You're not covering yourself with Yahweh Shemi outside. It says,
Mm-hmm.
verse 2, that walk to go down into Egypt, and I'm not asked in my mouth. You going into Egypt, into the wickedness and folly, man, when you should be going into the ways of Yahweh Shemi outside. It says to strengthen themselves, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. You're trusting in the what Egypt is presenting, what Egypt is pushing forth, what the leaders of your people is promoting, uplifting, the wickedness that is allowed to flourish within the society, rather than trusting in Yahweh Shemi outside and his mighty shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 3, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. So you're going to be confused as fuck. When all hell breaks loose and you're looking at Future and Drake and LeBron James and they crying their eyes out. They
Yeah.
looking like women in that day. You'll be confused when Kamala Harris she's already laughing. But
Yeah.
that's another thing. All hell is about to break loose. There's many outlets that are saying that we are on the precipice of World War III, and you have Kamala Harris who's just laughing about anything and everything that is being brought up to her, snickling, giggling. That's who you want as your ruler, your leader.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Steve Harvey.
Yep. Yep.
But yeah, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. So you're gonna be led to your swift destruction. You continue to follow your leaders, man.
Mm-hmm.
You got it.
Since you talking about that shadow, I'm gonna come right back to what I got. So let's get there. Psalm 91:1. He that dwelleth in the secret, and it says the soul that dwells in the most high is secure. How you dwell in Yahweh Shema Shai is by the way of the scriptures. You in his truth, not just the scriptures, but you in his truth. Because anybody can read the Bible, but you are in his
Yep.
truth. You know his names. That's the first. Respect the names. You call upon them, you believe in them, and that's the starting point. Because it says the fear
It
of the
was
Lord.
Eleazar.
Yeah, it was Eleazar.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, con.
Yep.
Yeah. And so Psalm 91:1, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. It says, I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in him will I trust, not nobody else. I wish I could find that scripture that talks about trusting in man. I know that's in Psalm, I think it's
118 maybe. Oh, I'll look it up for you.
yeah. If you find, I
It's
know
better
it's
to trust in the Lord than to trust in man.
yeah, that's it. Yep. And so, hey, like
Yeah,
King David
118.
said, even when he was at war, he always trusted in Yahweh Shema Shai, and the Lord delivered his enemies unto him.
Yep.
King David never fell under the hands of the enemy. Why? Because he trusted in Yahweh Shema Shai. Not his sword, not his money, not none of that. He
Right.
trusted in Yahweh Shema Shai. Like I said in that Psalm 144, the Lord teacheth my hands to war. The Lord, he won all those wars. Now I'm gonna get this real quick. This is Jeremiah. This is what I was holding before I got that. Jeremiah 23:13 says, false prophets cause Israel to err. It says, I have seen folly in the prophets of Samaria. They prophesied in Baal and caused my people Israel to err. And you see that, our people, or the leaders of the worldly leaders of Jake, caused them to go off into idol worship. And then it says, I have seen also in the prophets of Jerusalem an horrible thing. They commit adultery, which that's what they rap about,
Yep.
or talk about, different talk shows. It says, and walk in lies, they strengthen also the hands of evildoers, right? And so that causes more wickedness to come to occur within our people, because it said they encourage Salaki. Yeah, they strengthen also the hands of evildoers. And so they're putting each other on. These rappers are putting other gangster rappers on. You know, to the further talking about killing our people.
Yep.
You know, they help evildoers also by putting all these different people into power, and they're evil. And so when our people see that, they want to follow after that shit. They want to do it, no matter if it's a rapper, sports, or whatever. Down the road, you see what the fuck they're doing for the money. You know,
Yep.
it says that none do return from his wickedness. They are all full of Slaki. They are all of them unto me as Sodom, and the inhabitants thereof as Gomorrah. Since therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts concerning the prophets, behold, I will feed them with wormwood and make them drink the water of gall. For from the prophets of Jerusalem is profaneness gone forth into all the land, and that's what's happening on
Yep.
on a bad scale, you know. But yeah, you got it out.
I got that Psalm 118 for you and 8,
Oh, all right.
and you can break it down. I ain't got nothing else after that.
Okay.
This Psalm 118 and 8. It is better to trust in the Lord Yahweh than to put confidence in man.
Right. So it's better to put your trust in the Most High or in Yahweh Bashim Shai, because you have to understand the scripture said that, you know, Yahweh Bashim Shai is the author and finisher of our story. So everything, all these troubles that you're having, you know, different things you're going through in life, Yahweh Bashim Shai orchestrated that. Jacob's trouble, he orchestrated that. You know, so hey, it's better to trust in him to get you through this than to put your trust in man or a weapon or anything like that. You know, and ultimately, you know, like we said, you're gonna fall in your lot. You know, you just want to hope and pray that you're in the right lot. You know, you're on you're in the lot of the righteous. You know, so just remember that Yahweh Shai set these different things up. You know, and He's the one that's gonna get you out of it. You know, and it's for His glorification, not for yours. You know, we're gonna get ours after Yahweh Shai get His here on earth.
Yep.
So trust in Yahweh Shai, not man. You're gonna fall. That's all I got, brother.
Beautiful, beautiful. Great way to end it off. So, like again, you know, the leaders of this people causing the earth, man, and again being led right down the path of destruction.
Mm-hmm.
So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the spirit, to the body, and to the fold. And before we end it off, we'd like to give our praises, honor, and glory to where it's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Chakodash. Double honors once again to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Until next time, Shalom.
Shalom.